You wouldn't download a car. Son, one day you'll be a man. Dad, I'm 32. But you still use racing line. Thinking of sim racing. Actually sim racing. Nobody. My wheel every time I boot up my PC. Me beating my friend in F1 22 with a 4,000 euros setup while he uses a controller. It's not much, but it will do. Don't be too harsh. It's my first setup. My wheel is so realistic I have to wear gloves every time I use it. Me, who has to wear an actual flame retardant F1 suit for every time my shutty rig overheats and catches fire. Pathetic. I'm at the most deadliest turn 1 in all of sim racing. When she's in the other room waiting for you to apologize and she hears the wheelbase calibrate. Me, tries out a new track. Tries to go flat out and goes off track. Me, noted. When I show her my best lap time on Nordskleef. Flash. Wet switch. Daddy, why do you have to go to work every day? To buy nice toys. But all my toys are shut. Lol, mine ain't. Me, explaining why I need to buy 4090 to run triples, and WinSim, and base shaker, and haptics. My wife. When you open the car setup menu for the first time. I'll have a, GT3 race. How original. At Monza. Daring today, aren't we? God, I hate driving. I can't wait until I get home. An hour later. Media, the average adult spends $255 per year on their hobbies. Are ya winning, son? Dad, I'm in crippling debt. This setup cost 10k. Me spending 4 hours preparing for the race. Lap 1 incident. 2019. Esports is not a real sport. 2020. Esports is the only sport. Wow, I have way too much money. Damn it, what am I gonna do with all this money? It's literally falling out of my pockets. Won't somebody please take some of this money? iRacing. So anyway, that's how I imagine our target audience. Logitech announces new direct drive wheelbase. It costs $1,400. Sim racing. What I think I look like. What I actually look like. If you go back to Guy's house and he's got 2 monitors and a light up keyboard, just duck and go home. Field of view police. Cockpit view police. Direct drive police. New happy sim racer. When someone asks how much your build costs in front of your wife. Me after seeing all the new rigs posted here. It's okay Logitech Driving Force GT. I still love you. Me at 6 PM tired after driving all day for work and home. Me at 6:01 12.639. Your kind of spa. My kind of spa. When you can't find the exact rig you want, build it yourself. Spouse, didn't your sim rig look different last week? Me. A. I won a giveaway. B. I got a good deal on it. C. It was an accident. D. You look very pretty today. Every serial killer documentary. He was always alone. He had not friends, not even a lover, and spent all his free time locked in his room. Sim racers. It doesn't matter if you play. In the end, we all share the same passion for sim racing. ACC. AMS2. iRacing. Guy lapping me for the 20th time, saying thank you. Me who didn't see him and just made a mistake. POV. Your delta is minus 0.500, but you miss your breaking point at this mother ducker. I play video games. I have a racing simulator with a force feedback peripheral allowing me access to laser scan tracks and the ability to race real humans at any moment in a virtual portal with cutting edge technology. You uncultured swine. The only thing better than racing on the sim is letting someone else drive on your rig and seeing them fall in love with it. Send it. Someone sent it too hard, so slow down. Someone sent it way too hard, so slow down. This is your last chance to send it. You sent it too hard, and now the stewards are mad. Don't send it anymore. Someone sent it so hard that the race has to stop. Someone else is sending it harder than you. Career gameplay and content wealth of Gran Turismo. Car customization of Forza. Perfect to real life physics. Off-road gameplay of Dirt Rally. Multiplayer experience of iRacing. Modability of Assetto Corsa. Game that doesn't exist yet. Delta goes green into a hard corner, you missed the braking point. All new racing sims should have native VR support. Change my mind. When your setup arrives, and you forget to post a picture of the boxes. Brace yourself. Pictures of new sim gear are coming. The flag drops at real race courses where real race cars race each other in real races. Everything else is meaningless bullshit. Gym. Racing is for everyone gym, whether you like it or not. Bored husband enjoying sim racing. Wife. Bored husband sitting on the couch, scrolling on his phone for hours. Wife. I know my last grid folded up and fit in the closet, but this one is extruded aluminum. This is the big leagues. I can even add motion to it when I go over a bump. When you put in hours of practice, but crash on the first lap. Do you like to play racing sims? I'm not very good at it, but it doesn't matter. It's the fun of doing it that's important. Anyone like Gran Turismo or Forza? Looking for help Simcade? That's not a sim. This is a sim racing sub. You're low on fuel. Panic. It's the last lap. Calm. It's the Nordskleef. Panic. Pre-order now. No, I don't think I will. Normal person. I'm sorry. Sim racer. I'm sorry. For hitting you. For hitting you. From behind. From behind. I'm sorry for hitting you from behind. I didn't expect you to brake so early. Assetto Corsa competitioner. iRacing. F1 games. Why are you battling me so hard for 10th place? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was a race. When you turn all assists off on F1 for the first time. Me with the SC2. GSI Hyper P1. 2 active pedals. Triples. All mounted to my cool cockpit. Some random guy with a half-broken G29 lapping me. SMS. Sim Racers. Project Cars 3 will not feature pit stops. Oh, I just jog every once in a while. I do CrossFit. I lift competitively. I use a direct drive wheel on 100% force feedback. Me waiting for the Daytona 24 to open. I'm going to spend thousands on equipment for the most realistic experience. And you'll race with shoes on right. Duck in socks. When I pass the car I've been chasing for 20 minutes, only for them to immediately dive into the pit lane. Sim racing is my new passion. I'll buy some gear and sign up for iRacing. I won't be spending that much. Total cost, $6,489. Wheel came early. Nice. I see you got the incident counter on there already. LMAO. Where people say they started. Where people actually started. Dad, why are you always in the basement in the evening? I drive virtual cars on a 5K simulator, only to be taken out on the first turn. Then I do it all over again. Ducking legend. Project Cars 3. In terms of realism, we have no realism. Co-worker, did you have a relaxing weekend? Me. RUFCTR Yellow Bird. Nordskleef. I bet he's thinking about other girls. If I can downshift before turn 3, I'll have a better drive out. When she says that she doesn't want to see your sim racing equipment, you afraid to get wet. CrowdStrike outage taking out my whole company on a Friday. Me getting on the sim. iRacing also down. What hobby does not get more expensive the more you dive into it? Sim racers. When your wife says you can't buy any more golf stuff, do you need an alibi in your package, in the form of congratulations on winning this item? Try to pick up pace. Somehow make up half a second in one corner. Wow, how did I do it? Lose focus and make a mistake in the next corner. What others see. What I see. When she looks through your phone, but all she finds is, which is the most realistic sim? 27 or 32 inch monitors for sim racing, SimuCube or Fanatec? How to achieve the perfect field of view. When you switch to hood view. Okay, I'm a fight Laguna Seca sausage curb. Damn, Laguna sausage curb got hands. My budget setup. PC, DD wheel, ultra wide monitor. You can pick up soup with a spoon, but not with a fork. It's because of these slots. Forza Motorsport got a podium after being punted on lap 1. Driving standards are awful. Game is unplayable. Assetto Corsa competition. How much damage did you pick up in T1? 5 minutes. My race is over. I don't know what your idea of short-term fun is, but I do have a race car simulator in my room. Shee. You use that line on everyone. Nope, first time. It's a keeper. I wanna drive sim race car. Brake. Press the brake to brake the car. Versus. Brake. It's hard to break in with a brake in your arm. Me trying not to say words like playing or game while talking about simulators. Moser. Thrustmaster. Annoy a sim racer in 3 words. Pro sim racer Max Verstappen takes time out from his busy streaming schedule to continue his hobby of collecting F1 World Championship titles. It doesn't matter if you run Logitech, Moser, or Fanatec. What's important is someday my wife will come back. Sim racers, when their order for an extremely niche product has a massive surge of buyers and literally every company is overwhelmed by orders. Vehicular manslaughter. Video games cause violence. Based on the last game you played, what are you getting arrested for? VR users spending more than $10,000 on their rig so that people think they bought the headset for racing, not for watching porn. You tap the throttle because you think you're sinner. I tap the throttle because I'm scared to go flat out. We are not the same. Friendly reminder from our latest software update that you should download the latest firmware update to be prepared for future products. Me qualifying in the front row. Also me spinning in turn 1 at the start of the race. At your age, I had a house and a nice car with a stable job. Lol, I got dive bombed in turn 1 again. Snap oversteer is the result of poor driving. Clean racing. Cutting corners. Punting people off. Just straight up T-boning first place. Kids when they hit puberty. Can I beat pole? LMP1 driver. LMP2. Other GTs. Literally any GT that takes more than 2 seconds to move out of the way. Where you need to brake. Where I end up. Where the guy in front of me brakes. Spending 20 hours practicing. Spending 20 hours racing. Spending 20 hours building setups. Spending 20 hours painting. Me with my Ferrari who hates curbs. Long straight in Monza. A scary. Me with my Ferrari who hates curbs. Long straight in Monza. Breaking news. Local Miata happy today. Local happy Miata is prepared to have a turbo. Therapist. What is your greatest fear? Me. Top split racer behind me with 45 laps in advance. Me who is getting blue flagged but don't know what I'm doing. My heart. Resting. Exercising. Do not go faster than 50 km/h while entering the pits. Me who didn't want it to hit someone. The game who has no emotions. Kowalski analysis. Let me get this straight. You don't think F1 22 in a sim racing game? No, and I'm tired of pretending it is. My dad teaching me how to drive. Ian Bell. Cliff Bleszinski. Being a hype man for everything they work on. Fuel problem. S and G30s. Crash. Me in my first 1-hour race in Nürburgring. They don't know I'm a dive bomber. Me bad at racing games. TC8. My Wi-Fi working perfectly. The microwave. My Wi-Fi. Get wrecked in Carb Cup. Proceeds to butch for 15 more minutes in the pits. I'm gonna stop you right there. My discovery of the racing line. My ability to walk straight. Good luck everyone. You can't win on the first lap. Turn 1. Wreck on first lap. Turn 1. I found out today that my grandpa ordered a better gaming rig than myself and any of my friends. This guy is an iRacer. See. Nobody cares. I'm just gonna say it. No one gives a duck about your ex or your struggles with rookie class. iRacers back then. I'm gonna race clean and give it my all. iRacers now. I'm gonna say I'm just here for safety rating and just cause a wreck and blame it on everyone and leave. Tower. Alright guys, let's have a clean race. First lap. Oh my god, Peter. Back it up. Really, Louis? I thought I might drive forward. I thought that might be a fun thing to do. Going for a ride like Harley riders. Okay boys, let's have a nice safe 20 miles per hour ride in a 45 zone. Sport bike riders. Okay guys. Stay in formation and watch for cops. Supermoto riders. I live, I die, I live again. Race bike maintenance be like. Listen for any unusual sounds. Inspect rear tire tread. Adjust your front suspension. Check your oil level. I'm going to take it easy today. 5 minutes later. This is what happens when kids grow up and get adult money. Meanwhile on the autobahn. Dad, aren't you supposed to not drink and drive? I'm not drinking and driving. I'm driving while I'm drinking. When your spotter says, there's trouble in turn 2, I'm the trouble in turn 2. I do not fear the corkscrew, but the corner before it terrifies me. My squid nap is returning me back after listening to me talk about my first MX5 win for 2 hours. My parents at age 25. Let's get married. Yes, me at age 25. He moved under braking. What the duck? I'll report him. I'm just here for safety rating. What is that? It means he's afraid of racing. No, it doesn't. 3 wide. Stop it Patrick, you're scaring him. Sim racer, bro you ducking snack. Learn to not bulk and stop ducking getting in my way when you're 3 seconds slower than me. Me coming home from a long day at work and trying to learn the track, car, and trying my best to not get in the way. TH. He's about to say his first words. They say you cut the course. You need to slow down and give up the time gained. Who wants to race a car at 3 in the morning? Sim racers. Oh boy 3 AM. When someone thanks you for letting them by, but you were racing them as hard as you could. When they crash you out, but you race against the same people every time. Duck you and I'll see you tomorrow. Watching my replay after a bad race to get better. Watching my replay after a good race to stroke my ego. I'm a model on Instagram. What about you? I'm a racer on iRacing. My underwear watching me buying another car and track on iRacing. Cruising along slightly zoned out. Crew chief, still there on your left. P8. They don't know I'm going to win this race in the first corner. P1. P2. P3. P4. Media. The average adult spends $255 per year on their hobbies. People in this group. When you think you put a good qualifying lap, but then you see the timing screen. Paying $0.99 for an Aceto Corsa mod. Paying $11.95 for a car I lose once on iRacing. The race in 2 minutes. The sudden urge to shut. When you get a slow down penalty, but you are so slow you don't need to slow down at all. Formation lap. Good luck everyone. Let's have a clean race. Green flag. Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville and welcome to Jackass. Me thinking I nailed my quilly lap. Jim, that's P19. Me. Well duck. Crew chief, good consistency, keep it up. Me, 1.5 seconds off pace. They don't know our team won the iRacing Daytona 24. Here's a video for the iRacing subreddit. Me. Is it a good battle? Me. Is it a smart overtake? It's another who's at fault at Oran Park with the MX-5. Me. Watching replays and finding the reason you lost. Shout out to 8 Jots with Red Bull liveries. Gotta be one of my favorite genders. I think I forgot something. If you forgot, then it wasn't important. Yeah, you're right. Rain lights. Wow, Chief. How did you know he was the killer? Look what I found in his room. See? He races with the line assist on. Dang. Number 1 car in Split. Doesn't qualify. Why are slow cars holding me up? Who's glad IndyCar is back? And who plans to race IndyCar? Car in front. Takes off into the air. Realizing it was just a netcode. Realizing you just missed your braking marker. You can't go to any tracks we race at, even on different weeks. What? That's bullshit. You're racing at the same tracks, at the same time, with the same number of laps, but we are not going to stop you, even though we have our own game. Sweet. Getting podium because I earned it. Getting podium because P1 spun out in turn 1 and caused a massive wreck. Seeing Verstappen winning in iRacing. Pain. Realizing he's using a controller. Agony. How long have you been racing? Since 11 am. But it's 9 am. When you get an high enough I rating to have the lowest I rating in top split. The 2 guys ahead of me racing way too hard. Me about to get the 2-for-1 special.